deadly attacks by the Islamist militant group Boko Haram. Hundreds were killed in the remote northern town of Baga 2 weeks ago. The attack was part of a new and increasingly brutal campaign of violence by Boko Haram, which has killed more than 5,000 people over the past 18 months. Now, it's been hard to find out exactly what happened in Baga, but Thomas Fessi has tracked down some of the thousands of victims who fled to Lake Chad. He sent us this exclusive report.
What happened in the Nigerian town of Baga remains a mystery, and trying to find out is a 15-hour journey into the desert. We set off early on sandy tracks, drove through rivers, and were carried across others by makeshift rafts. Finally, on an island in Lake Chad, some of the thousands who fled Baga. We found 7-year-old Fatima on her own, inconsolable, calling for her father. When we met her mother, Hadija, in the camp, she told us of that day in Baga. My husband had gone to buy fish when the attack began, she says. Women later found his body floating in the lake, his hands tied, his throat cut. Hadija is now alone, forced to beg in a neighboring village to feed her 3 small girls. Most of these women, children and men, have lost relatives in the attack on Baga. They say Boko Haram fighters hunted them down as they ran into the bush. Whatever happened on the day of the attack in Baga, it is clear that there was absolute panic. People fled in all directions, families scattered, now separated, with no means of finding each other again. 31-year-old Harun made it here alone. In the terrifying confusion, he lost sight of his wife and their baby. But you don't know whether they're alive yet?
I don't know. They are all alive, or some of them they have died, I don't know.
How do you feel about that?
So I'm angry. I'm so angry. Sad only. I'm not feeling good.
Aid agencies are starting to distribute kits. Everyone on this island arrived with nothing at all, not even a blanket. There have been claims that as many as 2,000 people were massacred in Baga. This count was certainly overestimated. But Boko Haram have taken their fight across borders, and this Islamist insurrection looks more and more like a regional war. Thomas Fessi, BBC News in Lake Chad.
Now, what does democracy mean?